the jazz cruise. The first one I went on was the one they used to hold on in Norway, which everybody pines about. Says, oh, it was so nice. I sure miss. What they miss is the old boat. You know, the King of Norway sitting there, and it was older, and there really weren't so many people on it. And so there's some sort of nostalgia for that old Hank O'Neill's old jazz cruise on the Norway. I liked it very much. Honestly, this one is, to me, much more fun. It's much better. I mean, sorry, Hank, I don't mean anything personal about it, but this one's highly organized, extraordinary musicians. I'm not just saying it just to be you know, I don't want to use the words I'm thinking about, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying, but this one's much better. I mean, the talent this year on the jazz cruise is extraordinary, extraordinary. I mean, and you get to know so many people who really love the music. You get to know the other musicians, people I've never really gotten to know, I get to know. And piano play, you hear so many great people. It's really it's like a retreat and a festival. And I'm impressed at how everybody gets along and how it really is a very effective United Nations. And it works great. It works great. And I leave here year after year with new friends and people who I can't wait to see next year. And they've hired me back again and again, undoubtedly because I'm an extraordinary player, but also because I know of so many of the people on board that when they put the little thing down, oh, we got to have Jay back. You know, I just know so many of them, and I love to speak to every single one of them. It's fun. It's fun. I don't mind talking to people all day, you know, being friendly with people. They like it. I like it. We do it. So this is like my 12th year on this cruise, or since it started. I think I missed 1 year. 1 year I couldn't come. Honestly, when we first came on here and I would do my music, my songs, the audience was all white. I said, okay, and this boat is at least half black. You know, African American, if you will, but I don't think black is in any form an insult, except when uttered by Rick Santorum. Then it's another problem. He didn't say black people, he meant black fleeple, snack creakle. He didn't say black people, that's, anyway, but he just said something about food stamps and black people in the same sentence, and we all heard it. Anyway, and now my audience is very, very mixed, and I love that. The fact that we were able to reach across and say, come, this is for everyone. This isn't just for a few white folk on the boat. This is for everybody. And I'm happy to say that so many people come up and laugh and enjoy it, and then I get to talk to them later. And the doors are open and everything's great. And I love that. I love that indeed. So that one demographic, if this is too controversial for you to put into this interview, well, so be it. But it's not controversial. I'm just telling you the truth. It's really been wonderful for me that I've been able to open the doors. And I notice all over the boat now, not just the black crowd and the white crowd coming here, but it's they're far more mixed now, and that's just a simple, ordinary, commonplace, everybody knows it lesson that has been put to a very useful effect on this boat. Oh Lord. Well, we did bury Judy Schlesinger's first wife at sea. Scattered his ashes out, but that's not so strange. That was really very poignant. Judy pointed out the other day, I'd forgotten about that. We had Wycliffe Gordon and I and a bunch of guys went to the back, and we had a real New Orleans funeral for her husband, Bill, who had died, and we scattered his ashes into the Caribbean. Strange things that have happened. You know, I'm not much for strange things. I never have strange things stories.
Offbeat, crazy,
Offbeat,
wacky,
crazy,
nutty.
wacky, nutty.
Man overboard, face overboard.
Well, but not on this cruise, on another cruise.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, any cruise. Any of them, yeah.
On the Norway, we once picked up a sailboat that had floundered, and the people had been on it for a week without any food or water. And we went by side and we brought them on board, and they brought them on. And that was pretty interesting. Another time, I went over on the QE2 from New York to Southampton in the middle of the winter, and we waltzed into a force 10 gale. Now, force 10 means winds of over 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, something like that. And it was 35-foot seas. I mean, 35 feet. It's, well, you can't see it, this camera, maybe I'll show you something, but it's above this window. I mean, the waves were above this window. And we were rocking and rolling ferociously for a day and a half, just from every quarter we were yawing, pitching, rolling. Every up, down, sideways, and this way. And everybody but the captain threw up, and I'm not so sure he didn't. You know, I'm not so sure he didn't quietly go to his bathroom and puke his guts out. Oh, I'm fine, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fine. You know, the rest of us were sick as dogs. I was sang with Annie Ross, Annie Lambert, Andy Hendricks, Annie Ross. And at one point the wave was so big that I reached out and at the last minute grabbed her hand and held her my bass, and we managed both to stay on the stage because the boat went up sort of like this, you know. And I grabbed her and we stood there like this. And I have a picture of a sextet, the fellow who just died, from the West Coast. The alto player, he had a sextet. Oh. And I took a picture straight up, and the curtains are like this behind him. What was his name? Not Stam.
Warner Charles Lloyd?
No. A legendary player in Los Angeles, played in the studios. An alto player, and he was about 80 years old. He just passed away recently. Oh, forgive me. I think it was Marvin Stam. That's what it reminds me of. So it's sort of like that. Terrible.